What's up everyone, D.dot here, and today I have an expo deck I would like to share with you guys. I've been running with it for a few days, and it's Pompeo's expo deck, and I've been running expo because it's better on challenges than it is on ladder, because most of you guys know I run siege most of the time, so I run mortar on ladder. However, running mortar in challenges isn't as effective as it is on ladder, simply because mortar is a common card, so it's easy to overlevel it. So that's what comes more effective on ladder. When you start going against cards that are max level, then the matchup becomes a little more difficult. So that's why I prefer running expo in challenges. So in this deck we have expo, it's your win condition. Knight, overall good card, very versatile. Mega Minion, this card, it fits in an expo deck very well because unlike Knight, it tanks just like Knight, but it hits harder than Knight. So Mega Minion comes in handy when you need to take out those troops that are harder to kill with Knight, say like Valkyrie for example. That way you can take it down faster and get the expo to connect to the tower. Fire Spirits, these are very good, taking out minions and minion horde and any swarm troops. Skeletons, used to cycle and a lot of positive elixir trades. Inferno Tower, what I like about this deck that runs Inferno Tower is you're able to take down those bigger tank pushes. And one good thing about siege and this archetype in general with buildings is that, as you guys know, all buildings have a lifetime span. So say for example, Inferno Tower has a 40-second lifetime. So, but one of the things that really shines when it comes to buildings is whenever it hits double elixir. So when it hits double elixir, that means you're generating elixir twice as fast. So that lifetime is essentially doubled. So you could potentially get up to double the value for your buildings if they go unscathed. So something to note there. Rocket, I prefer Rocket over the Fireball variants, simply because with Fireball you don't have that high damage spell, and with Rocket you do. So you could potentially get way more value out of Rocket than you do from Fireball. So that's why I prefer Rocket over Fireball and Expo decks. And Log, staple in almost every deck. It's something that you need for this current meta. So let's jump into a few replays. Let's see. It's going against a Golem 3 Musketeer deck. So starting hand is Log, Mega Minion, Fire Spirits, and Knight. I drop Knight in the back, and he drops an aggressive 3 Musketeers. So, seeing this, I'm not too worried. I tried to drop Fire Spirits right here, hoping that they would jump to all of the troops, however they did not. So I have to Rocket here instead. And I have to soak up this damage here, take down Princess with Skeletons, and that way we can reset. Now, I don't know if he's running a tank or not, or he's running a 3 Musketeer bait deck, so that's why I didn't opt to drop Expo. So instead, I drop Knight in the back and see what he responds. So as he dropped the Elixir Pump in the back, I respond with the Expo to punish him for that. In doing so, we do get a lock on that tower. So he drops Minion Horde, and we drop Fire Spirits. Whenever you use Fire Spirits in that situation, you want to place it behind your Expo. That way it'll jump to whatever's in front of it. However, if you're going against a good player and they're aware of that, they may preemptive log and take out your Fire Spirits. So in order to predict their prediction, you want to place the Fire Spirits on the inner side of the bridge out of log range. So that way they'll still be able to jump to the minions or minion horde. So he goes with a very aggressive 3 Musketeers at the bridge. I was able to get Knight down in time. So we soak up this damage here. And I believe he's playing aggressive because he knows that his tower is 1 spell away from being taken out. So we reset here. I played defensive Expo because I am anticipating his final push. There's only 30 seconds left on the clock. So knowing this, if I'm able to stop this push, then it is going to be a good game. So I place Inferno Tower in the farthest tile, that way to make sure that it's able to lock onto the golem. So we stop that push, and I say good game because I know that it's over. There's no way he can come back after with only 10 seconds left. So he drops 3 Musketeer on the bridge, and that's a quick example of how to tank and spank, to where you drop 1 troop, and then you quick drop the Fire Spirits after, just to get good damage on a clump of troops. So, good game. Alright, so let's jump into another one. So, this deck we're going against a Lava Hound Battle Ram deck. In starting hand, we have Knight, Fire Spirits, Rocket, and Mega Minion. So I drop Knight in the back, and he drops Lava Hound. Even though I place Knight in the opposite lane, I drop Expo in the same lane as the Lava Hound. Whenever you go against Lava Hound decks, always place it in the same lane as the Lava Hound, because doing so, you could potentially bait out their support troops. So say, for example, if you play Expo in the same lane as their Lava Hound, and the only thing they have to respond with it is Balloon, well then there goes their Balloon, because it's not behind the Lava Hound. So we stop that Battle Ram, and our Mega Minion gets 2 shots. However, I have a Knight going down the right lane, and I place the Expo in the left to be able to split up their elixir, have Knight in one lane and Expo in the other, and he did fall for it since he dropped his E-Wizard to defend that Knight. So that's going to result in taking that first tower. So the thing is with siege decks in general is that they're a very defensive deck. So when you're up on damage or up on towers, all you have to do is defend, and you have the tools to defend very easily against almost every deck. So I dropped Inferno Tower down. I wasn't counting his cards at this point. Otherwise, if I did, I would have known that he didn't have Balloon. So I was still anticipating that at that time of the match. So I wait for the baby dragon to lock to the tower before I drop Fire Spirits. You don't want to drop them beforehand because the baby dragon will take it out in one shot. So I drop Expo down in response to his Lava Hound, just to pressure him. And right here is a good example of having support troops going in front of the Lava Hound when you drop the Expo up like that. So I do drop in an aggressive Inferno Tower. I wanted to use it for a counter push, but that was a little greedy of me. So here comes his final push. I drop Expo at the front. I drop Mega Minion down to clean up those barbarians. get some good splash with the fire spirits, and I drop Knight down to block both E-Wizzes, and that's good game. Alright, you guys. So, I have one more match to show you guys. This was my original recording, and somehow that file got corrupted, so here's another replay against a bait deck. So starting hand here is Log, Expo, Inferno Tower, and Rocket. Not the best starting hand because you don't want to drop Expo off the bat because you don't know what they're running yet. But I see Princess, so I drop Expo down anticipating Inferno Tower, and which he did have in his hand. He logs, and then right after I drop the Fire Spirits to get damage on that Inferno Tower. Log, Expo takes out the Princess, and we're going to get some good damage here. So I drop Mega Minion down, and since Log is out of my hand, I'm expecting Goblin Barrel, which he does throw. And since I saw that he's running Knight, I'm anticipating Rocket, so I have to be very careful on taking too much chip damage, otherwise I'll be prone to being Rocket cycled. So he drops Gob Gang and Princess, very good Princess on his part. I drop Expo down, knowing that Inferno Tower is coming back. And I get Mega Minion down in time to be able to tank for the Expo. We got a couple hundred damage, not too much. So we reset here. He drops Gob Barrel. Always save your Log for the Goblin Barrel. It's very important. So, seeing his towers down to 900 health, it's only 2 rockets away. And he's aware of that as well, so he's going very aggressive. So I'm going to keep up the pressure on him. So since he drops Rocket, I'm going to drop Rocket of my own. And it's a 6 for 6 trade. Log through the Gob Barrel again. And in this situation here, all we have to do is play defense, and we have the tools to be able to stop down almost any push. So he's going very aggro at the bridge. We respond with Knight, Fire Spirits, and Mega Minion. Log through the Goblin Barrel again. And this time here I drop a defensive Expo, knowing that all I have to do is defend for 15 more seconds. So he tried to clip the Expo and the tower at the same time, but my defensive placement won't allow that to happen. So good game. Alright, so let's jump into a live match. Alright, so starting hand, Log, Knight, Rocket, and Skeletons. Goes with Miner. We'll drop Skeletons down to take it down faster. Fire Spirits at the bridge. See if he logs or not. Oh, that's unfortunate. A level 5 Valkyrie. Let's see what he responds with Expo. Okay. Hopefully those skeletons are out of Wizard's range. We get a couple hundred damage. Log through this. Bad log. I should have placed it 2 tiles up to hit the tower. So we reset. Instead of dropping Fire Spirits at the bridge, I'll drop Knight so we get a bigger push going. So I'm thinking right now our opponent's running a minor cycle deck. So we'll drop Fire Spirits here on the inner side. Alright, good defense on our part. So we reset. I believe we're up on damage, or on elixir. We'll drop Mega Minion. We'll drop Rocket instead of Expo. I don't want to drop Expo just yet. He responded with Gob Gang. I'll let that go. Drop Fire Spirits down. Drop Mega Minion for the Valkyrie. Expo down. Not bad Fireball, but there's still a decent amount of health left on the Expo. Log through the gang. Alright, so now we just play defense here. Inferno Tower. Now we'll counter push with Expo. Just keep the pressure on him. Good game. Very well played to our opponent. I think he's on win 7 or win 8 or something like that. So, GG. So, all in all, it's a fun deck. It's a very defensive-oriented deck. If you guys like the Siege archetype, or if you're unfamiliar to it, it's a very fun archetype to use. It's easy to pick up, but it's very hard to master, because you have to learn the interactions of your win condition. So, this is Pompeo's deck, as I've mentioned before, and shout out to him. He's a very amazing player. And try out the deck for you guys and let me know what you guys think. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.